So tonight's class is based on, the rabbi's name is Rabbi Shalom Tu'umim from Sefer Or HaTorah. He speaks about, it's called the B'tachon bubble. And when you take yourself into this bubble and you're able to connect, you just feel within the light, within the beauty of Hashem, the source of all things. You know, I've done meditation now for a while, also hypnosis. And when I did a class on meditation, it was for about an hour. I was relieved of all my pain, literally, for a day and a half with zero pain. And it was something very special to me because I usually need heavy medications to take that care of the pain that I go through. So it was nice to be pain-free, but being able to know exactly what's going on. Now, part of this is believing. Like, you have to believe in the one above, in the source. We connect directly to the source without any intermediaries because it's all about him. It's nothing to do with me or any kind of wood or anything else that people may use to try to connect. Through this, we have a way to connect directly to him. You have to believe and accept that every part of you, physically and psychologically, is going to be being brought into this bubble that I'm going to speak to you about. And we want to keep everything else outside of the bubble. Any thoughts, family members, if it's somebody that you're concerned about, put them into a separate bubble. This bubble and this time is for you and you alone, nobody else. And any kind of noises that you may hear in the background, and just realize that Hashem, the Ribono Shel Olam, is sending us that noise at this time to test us and to see, do we really want this connection? Let it be something that brings us even closer and stronger to the source. Any distraction that would normally bring us away from something, let it bring us closer and focus more. And he says in his Sefer that, I just want to look at the words to be exact. When you're brought into the bubble and you receive the light, when you accept and believe this, nothing else has permission to make contact with you in this bubble. You're clean and pure, and you're safe inside this bubble from the physical and the spiritual world. That means no demonic sources or anything can come at you, even once you bring yourself into this bubble and you make the connection properly. And when you go into it, when we go into it, you should say in your mind that you want to, because what do I know? I don't think any of us here, I don't know if anyone in this generation, maybe even not even the last generation, truly knows the understanding of the words that we say and the things from the Zohar. And we just want to connect to the Mekubals. And for anyone that doesn't know who they are, just say, I want to have what he's having. Let me connect in the way that he's meaning for us to connect and join in and receive whatever comes. One major teaching that I was taught before we go on is that the harder you're going to try to make the connection, the less of a chance you have of it. Just know that Hashem wants you to inhabit, and he wants you to be close, and he wants to give it to you. Truly believe it within your heart, because saying it doesn't mean anything. You have to truly believe it. I'm going to ask everybody now who is sitting down, get yourself as comfortable as possible. And if you're alone and not embarrassed, you may want to take off your shoes because the world is created through the alphabet, as we know, through the Jewish alphabet. And therefore, that means this world is something very special and very holy. So when we connect, we want to see in our mind, we want to see ourselves getting rooted to the ground, because we want to absorb all its energy. All its energy is going to come through, and it's just going to be something amazing, hopefully, for all of us. So let everybody close their eyes, please. And now let's all take a deep breath. And when you exhale, I want you to feel all the stress going out, and let it out with a sigh. Just go, ah, and feel the stress leaving you. Feel how good it feels. Take another deep breath, as deep as you can. Hold it a little bit and let it out with a sigh. Take another deep breath. Feel the relief of tension in your head. You can feel your shoulders loosening up. And another deep breath. Hold it and exhale. No stress, no aggravation. There's nothing else to think about right now. Just about the connection that we want to make to the source, the Rabbanu Shalom. Let's take another deep breath. Hold it a little bit and exhale it with a sigh. Nothing else is mattering right now except yourself. Soon you're going to start feeling tingling a little bit in your fingers. It's the energy that's coming into you. He so badly wants to connect with us. We just have to be willing and believe and accept it. Take another deep breath. Let's do that another 5 times at your own pace. Another deep breath. And exhale. Remember to keep our eyes closed during the whole time. Feeling the stress from our tension and stress from our chest being eased. Taking another deep breath in and letting it out with a sigh. And you have to remember that intent is very important. Because without intent, like it says by prayer, by our tefillos, is not worth anything without it. Let's take our last deep breath in. Let it out with a sigh. Ah. Let's relax our hands on our thighs, facing our palms upwards. Ribbon Shalom, Master of the Universe, Source of all reality. You created me, and you are creating me right now. You gave life to me, and you are giving life to me right now. I'm relying 100% only on you, and you alone, and not on anyone or anything else. And we have to believe this. You're feeling very comfortable. And if you followed what I've said until now, you should be feeling tingling in your fingers and possibly even a lightness around your cheekbones. Ribbon Shalom, source of all reality. You created me, and right now you are willfully creating me. You gave life to me, and right now, at this moment, you are pouring life, chiyas, energy, and shefa into me. I commit with all my heart this very moment to rely on you for everything, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, only from you right now, and no one or nothing else. Let that thought, that idea, and that energy, the intent, flood into your whole being and consciousness. Choose right now to cut off from reality. Anyone else and anything else you turn to uncouple from that. Separate yourself from them. Whether it's your boss, the stock market, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, completely disconnect from them. Choose to only want to connect to the source, to the Rabboni Shalom, and nothing else. Direct connection, disconnecting from everything else. Rabboni Shalom, who creates everything constantly. And right now, too, you created me. And right now, you are creating every cell, every fiber of my being. You gave life to me many years ago. And now you are pouring life and energy into me right now, this moment. Renewing me every moment, consciously and willfully. Right now, I hereby commit to cut myself off and receive and rely only from you and on you, your pure light and your pure source. Draw a light around you now. And like I told you, the Rav calls it a B'tachon bubble. You are safe within it. Bring all your limbs and all your being into this bubble right now. Ribono Shel Olam, source of the universe, source of all reality, who creates everything, creates every moment, and thus it is all divine and all good. But despite this divinity, I only want your divinity right now. You created me right now. You are creating me on a cellular level and the level of my consciousness, the level of my body, the level of my midos, the level of my dinyan, and the level of my machshavos, my thoughts, of my seichel, my bina, and chachma, from the top to the bottom of my soul, from the shoresh to the root of my soul. Tachas hakisi hakavod, the bottom of his throne, to the world of Atzias, where everything is created. You are creating that all right now, pumping light into that right now. I choose from this moment on to only rely on you for everything physical, emotional, spiritual, energetic, to receive everything from you right now, to not need anything or anyone else, not physically, not emotionally, not intellectually. And I bring all my limbs and my veins, all my snooze, all my nerves, every fiber of my being into that commitment. See yourself flooded with the light. Connected to the source. Draw a light around yourself. Nothing gets in. Nothing gets through. You're perfectly safe here. And he wants us to connect. He wants to give. He wants us to receive. We have to be willing and accepting. Anything that's not allowing you to connect, move it outside the circle. And joining your entire being into that place. Ein od mevado. There is nothing else but Hashem right now. Everyone you are emotionally waiting for forgiveness from, that has hurt you, that is trying to disrupt your life, and das, they are all outside, and you are disconnected from them. They can no longer affect you. Hashem, only from you do I seek my love, my validation, my support, my financial income only comes from you and nothing else. My joy in life and pleasure, I only seek pleasure from the source, from nowhere else. And let that pleasure come now. Let that love come now. Let that validation fill me now. Ribono Shel Olam, Master of the universe, who transcends space and time and matter, the Or Ein Sof, the infinite light, which you release yourself into now. Draw all your limbs completely into it now. You created me. You are creating me right now. You are creating me because you know that I am turning to you right now. You are giving life to me right now because you know I'm giving right back to you. I choose to rely and turn to you and only you from this moment and nothing else and no one else. I can interact with the world, but everything that I need, I receive from Hashem, my Father in heaven, my Abba B'Shamayim, Tati, the Abishta, the infinite source of love and light who gives unconditional, putting out the Nikud of Avodah Zarah, idol worship, that which is painful or challenging in life. See it outside the bubble. Anything you need from it, leave it outside. It does not come back into this bubble. But draw those needs back into the bubble and ask Hashem to fulfill them now. Ask Hashem to increase that love and light connection now. On the count of 3, you're going to feel 10 times connected. You're going to feel the strength and the love entering the bubble even stronger. 1, 2, 3. Know that he can give and wants to, and that he will. You just have to choose to be open to it. I want you to spend a little bit of time now in that bubble, doing whatever you need to do inside. Speak to Hashem with all your heart. Remembering he's the only one that can give it to you. He is the only one that everything comes from. Keep repeating the mantra, Rabbona Shalom. Pushing anything else outside the bubble. Dialogue, if you will. Increase the light, love, compassion. Make sure all your limbs are in the bubble. Every part of your being comes in, and it is protected. Begin that process now. Slowly, without touching your head, slowly raise your hands by your crown, your keter, top of your head. Yud Kamatz, Hey Kamatz, Vav Kamatz, Hey Kamatz. Yud Kamatz, Hey Kamatz, Vav Kamatz, Hey Kamatz. Yud Kamatz, Hey Kamatz, Vav Kamatz. Slowly put your hands in front of your eyes to receive the Chachma. Yud Patach, Hey Patach, Vav Patach, Hey Patach. Yud Patach, Hey Patach, Vav Patach, Hey Patach. Moving your palms of your hands in front of your ears to receive Bina. Yud Tzere, Hey Tzere, Vav Tzere, Hey Tzere. Yud Tzere, Hey Tzere, Vav Tzere, Hey Tzere. Yud Tzere, Hey Tzere, Vav Tzere, Hey Tzere. Taking your palms to the front of your throat for Das, knowledge. Yud Shuruk, Hey Tzere, Vav Kamatz, Hey Tzere. Yud Shuruk, Hey Tzere, Vav Kamatz, Hey Tzere. Yud Shuruk, Hey Tzere, Vav Kamatz, Hey Tzere. Moving your palms in front of your right arm for Chesed. Yud Segel, Hey Segel, Vav Segel, Hey Segel. Yud Segel, Hey Segel, Vav Segel, Hey Segel. Yud Segel, Hey Segel, Vav Segel, Hey Segel. Moving your palms to the front of your right arm. Your left arm. For Gevura. Yud Shva, Hey Shva, Vav Shva, Hey Shva. Yud Shva, Hey Shva, Vav Shva, Hey Shva. Yud Shva, Hey Shva, Vav Shva, Hey Shva. Tiferes, the center of your chest. Yud Cholam, Hey Cholam, Vav Cholam, Hey Cholam. Yud Cholam, Hey Cholam, Vav Cholam, Hey Cholam. Yud Cholam, Hey Cholam, Vav Cholam, Hey Cholam. Over your right leg now for Netzach. Yud Chirik, Hey Chirik, Vav Chirik, Hey Chirik. Yud Chirik, Hey Chirik, Vav Chirik, Hey Chirik. Yud Chirik, Hey Chirik, Vav Chirik, Hey Chirik. Over your left leg for Hod. Yud Kibbutz, Hey Kibbutz, Vav Kibbutz, Hey Kibbutz. Yud Kibbutz, Hey Kibbutz, Vav Kibbutz, Hey Kibbutz. Keeping in mind that we want to connect to all the Mekubbals, because only they truly know what it means and will help us bring it to the source. Yesod, over your organs. Yud Shuruk, Hey Shuruk, Vav Shuruk, Hey Shuruk. Yud Shuruk, Hey Shuruk, Vav Shuruk, Hey Shuruk. Yud Shuruk, Hey Shuruk, Vav Shuruk, Hey Shuruk. Take one more minute right now to whatever you need to receive, to understand whatever you need to understand. Just know that you are connected, you are safe, and be aware, as the Torah taught us, this is building a truth of consciousness within you. That even when you went back into the challenge in life, even with your eyes open, back into the challenging situations, there is no reason they should appear or need to appear. And even if they do appear, you're in the light the whole time. You're disconnected from them. You are safe. And at the one with the source. The bubble is with you always. The B'tachon bubble is with you always. Take a little bit more time. Get in a few more tefillas. Ein od mevado. Ein od mevado. Shema Yisrael. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Nachusah Li'olam Va'ed. Ribbonu Shel Olam, Master of the Universe, Source of all reality, who guides everything in reality. There is nothing else He's not guiding. There is nothing that happens that's not from Him. You created me. You create me. Every element of my being and consciousness, body and soul right now. You are giving life to me, to my body, and to my soul, my consciousness, and the energy within me right now. I hereby commit, now and forever forward, to only turn to you, to only rely on you, to trust you and no one and nothing else. No one and nothing else in the world, physically, emotionally, energetically, and in this I am safe. In this I am healed, supported, and guided. I bring every ounce of my being into this B'tachon bubble. Nothing can harm me. The truth itself is my shield. Taking a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out with a sigh. Another deep breath. Let it out with a sigh. When you're ready and there's no rush at all, take a few deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers. And let's come back. Is there anyone with that has any comments or anything to say? You can unmute your mic and speak. If you had any experiences during this, any feelings. David, yes.
Reuven, brother, you moved me to tears of joy. I feel so connected, and I really needed this prior to. Amazing storyteller and journey.
It's only from him.
Yes, but you are letting that light flow through you, and so it has your tint, and I love that. It was beautiful to receive, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you, I'm glad. Does anyone else have anything to say or any questions? JD?
It was fantastic.
Thank
glad
you.
You finally glad you finally came out and showed what you really are, what you're really about. It's good thing. Anytime, let me know. I really got a very, very good experience. I can't even explain. It was like super psychedelic. It was almost like, I don't know, like I was in another world. You're really good.
You know, it's when we connect to the source, it's an amazing high without the drugs. It's something very special. And like I said in the beginning, I have done it where for about a day and a half, I didn't need any pain medication. It is a beautiful thing. Thank you for your input, JD.
Reuven, this is Yosef.
Yosef, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm going to turn the light on. Maybe you'll see a little bit of me. My camera's no good. But I wanted to say that was beautiful. I was cut out the internet for about 10 minutes early. I tend to fall asleep during these. I nodded in and out a little bit, but it was very beautiful. I want to ask you, what would you call what you did? I know you included the Merkava meditation. Did you include, like, what technique?
I used the Merkava meditation. I used the Merkava meditation, which you see in many siddurs for davening. I'm just going to ask everyone. I'm going to ask everyone right now just to mute their mics until they have something to say, because I'm hearing static in the background. And I've used the bubble, which comes from, I forgot the rabbi's exact name. His name is Rabbi Shalom Te'umim of Sefer Or HaTorah. He's a Ashkenaz, a Litvish Rav. And, you know, it's, call it what you want, however it works. I had people in the beginning feeling themselves rooting to the ground in order to observe the energy, because we know the world was created with the letters of the Jewish alphabet, and just to receive the energy through it to help get where you have to go.
Wow, beautiful. Can you just repeat one more time the name of the rabbi and the name of the meditation?
It's the B'tachan bubble.
Okay.
His name is Rabbi Shalom Te'umim.
Okay.
His sefer is called Or HaTorah.
You have it right there, Or Torah. Can you hold it up?
You're not going to be able to see it. It's written in real small.
Okay, fine. All right. Yes, then.
It's a pleasure.
Reuven.
Yes, JD.
Reuven. First of all, you should put your name on here so people know.
Yeah, I know. I'm using my wife for some reason, but whatever. I didn't.
You should put a plug in. It's Rebbe Meir Balanes. Maybe you can do a little something for Rebbe Meir Balanes, like Elahad de Meir Neni. Something. What comes to mind? I mean, just anything.
Maybe I'll think about that. Maybe closer towards Lag BaOmer or something.
No, it's tonight.
And
Tonight's Rebbe Meir.
oh yes,
You could
you're
do a
right.
live- Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't have time right now, and they're in a rush. And so for tonight, I'm just going to take questions. I mean, we can have. The beautiful thing about it is, you're the one in the bubble. You're the one talking to Hashem and connecting yourself. So it's what comes from your heart individually.
I have a question.
Yes, yes, Shayna. Shayna.
So, when you say those letters, do we imagine
Okay, yes.
do we imagine it with the nakudot or the nakudot in order to separate the letters?
The nakudos have to be with it. When I say it out, so it's not called together, I definitely make sure to have all the nakudos in.
And am I supposed, like when you were saying those letters, was I supposed to be envisioning the letters?
If that helps, they tell you to envision it and use all 5 senses. Sometimes I find for myself, if I'm using my vision, if I use my visions, sometimes it blocks me, especially since I'm saying it out. So as long as you're saying Yud comments and then the Hey comments and everything like that, there is that separation of when you say them.
Mm.
You can feel free to contact me, send me a message, and I don't have any problem helping anybody that needs the help or anybody that wants to just connect, because like Tefillos, when we do things in groups, the energy is so much higher and the connection is so much better.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem. Is there anyone else that has anything, questions or comments before we disconnect? First of all, to everybody, I just have to thank my mother for showing up. It was a very nice honor to have my mother here and to grace this time and this special experience. And with that, I wish you all a good night. And like JD pointed out, let's all say a little something for Meir Balanes tonight when we get a chance today. And we should just all be happy and stay connected. And remember, there's only the source. We don't need anyone or anything else.
Reuven, it's Yosef again.
Yes.
I mentioned to everybody, it's my mother's yard site today. Penina Bas Benzion. So we can all have her in mind.
Penina Bas
Benzion.
Her
Yeah.
neshama should be zocha to an aliyah.
Amen.
And she should receive a lot of merit because of everything that you're trying to do in this world.
Amen. Thank you, Reuven. Shukaya.
Amen.
And my aunt Cecil's also. It happens to be her yard site. And among all the neshamas should be raised up by our merits, what we do for them and what we have in mind for them, and the charity that we give for them, and the as those that are in the group understand that meditation is very part of Jewish history. It's in the Torah, it's in the Zohar, it's in Hasidus, it's in many places. If anyone needs the sources, you're more than welcome to contact me afterwards another time. And I thank you all for showing up, and it's been a pleasure.
Glad I made the decision to watch this.